and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make 7 DIY miniature phone case designs. If you enjoyed this video, please click that like button and leave me a comment with your favorite miniature phone case. And if you're new and you'd like to see future DIY videos, please click that subscribe button. All these phone case covers will fit the mini phone that I will show you how to make later. So to make the phone cases, you will need a small eyeshadow tray. Any of these kind will work. You will obviously want to use the longer ones. I'm going to use the tray from this Wet n Wild eyeshadow. With an X-Acto knife, I carefully removed one of the trays. Again, you will only need to make one of the cell phones that I will show you how to make later. Once you have the tray removed, then you will just want to clean that out, and I just did that with some warm soapy water. Now you will need a piece of parchment paper. You will want to wrap that around the eyeshadow tray, trim off any excess, and secure it with some tape. You will want to make sure that it fits snug around the eyeshadow tray. Next, you will need a bigger sheet of parchment paper and the eyeshadow tray that was just wrapped. Now it's time to make the interchangeable mini hot glue phone cases. You will want to start by hot gluing around the outside of the eyeshadow tray, then hot glue over the top, gently shake the parchment paper to remove any air bubbles, and then place that in the refrigerator for 15 minutes. Here is mine after I took it out of the refrigerator. You will want to remove the eyeshadow tray, and then with a pair of scissors, trim off any excess and start shaping it to look like a phone case cover. To smooth out any of the edges and/or round the edges, use a piece of sandpaper. When you have the cover the way that you would like it, you can add a hole for the camera if you would like, or you can leave it without one. I left most of mine without, but if you want to make it, what you'll want to do is take a sharp pointed object, poke a hole in it, and then with a bigger screwdriver, make the hole a little bit bigger. And here is what mine looked like with the camera hole. If you want to add the Apple logo to the back of the eyeshadow tray, then just go online and print out a little mini Apple logo. The next thing that you will need is a printout of a phone. I will leave a link down below where you can print these out. Once you have that printed out, then just cut it out. Take the phone to go in the eyeshadow tray. You will need a piece of white foam, and you will just want to trace around the eyeshadow tray. Once it's traced out, then you will just want to cut that out. Apply some Elmer's glue to the cutout cell phone and glue that to the white piece of foam. Once the glue has dried, then you will need some clear packaging tape. You will just want to tear off a little strip and wrap that around the phone. Trim off any excess tape. Hot glue the phone to the eyeshadow tray to finish off the mini cell phone. Okay, so now that you know how to make the mini cell phones and the hot glue phone cases, now it's time to decorate them. The first mini phone case design is the black cat. This black cat will be made out of a pair of socks, so you will need a pair of black socks. I started by cutting the top off of the sock, and then what I did was I just cut a triangle shape and then cut that in half since it was 2 pieces, and this is what I'm going to use for the ears. Place the phone case inside the sock and trim off enough to fit around the case. Hot glue around the phone case to secure the piece of sock. Trim off any excess pieces of the sock to give it a clean look. And here is mine after I was done. If you want to add a camera hole to this one, just use the procedure that I showed you in the beginning. Add a little bit of hot glue to the ears and glue those to the phone case. To make the cat face, you will need some white acrylic paint and some pink acrylic paint. With the pink paint, I'm just going to add my cat nose. To make the whiskers, I'm going to use this wooden skewer. You can also use a toothpick, or if you have a very fine tip paintbrush, you can also use that. I just found that the wooden skewer worked best to give it the fine whiskers. And the next thing I did was I added some eyes. And once that has dried, then that is how you make a mini black cat phone case. For the second mini phone case, I will show you how to make an emoji phone case. For this one, you will need some yellow acrylic paint and another hot glue phone case. What I did was I just painted the entire phone case yellow. With some Sharpie markers, just draw any emoji face onto the phone case. For this one, I'm going to do the heart eye emoji. And that is how you make a mini emoji phone case. The next one will be a mini Oreo Cookie Phone Case. For this one, you will need some white polymer clay. Roll that into a ball, and then with a rolling pin, roll it out, and you want to make sure that it is fairly thin. Take one of the hot glue phone cases, cut out around it. Once it's cut out, then just start shaping the corners. Set that piece aside. Next, you will need a piece of black polymer clay. You will just want to do the same thing, roll it into a ball, and then with a rolling pin, roll it out. And again, making it fairly thin. Next, you will need a mold from an Oreo cookie. This is a silicone mold, or you can also make a hot glue Oreo cookie mold. Press the piece of rolled out black clay into the mold, place the hot glue phone case over the top, cut out around it, and shape the edges. Then bake the white piece and black piece in the oven according to the package instructions. If you want to make room for the camera hole, you will want to do that before you bake the two pieces of clay. While the two pieces were baking, I'm going to use some black acrylic paint and paint the phone case. When the two pieces are done baking and cooled, and the paint on the phone case has dried, you will want to glue the white piece to the black piece of clay, and then hot glue those two pieces to the phone case. And that is how you make the mini Oreo phone case. The next one will be a mini bubblegum machine phone case. This one you will need a piece of white, red, and gray foam. Trace out the three separate parts for the bottom of the Gumball machine onto the red, gray, and white foam. Once those are traced out, then just cut those out. My pieces after I cut them out, and I realized it was just a little bit too tiny to fit this gray piece right here, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use these ones. You will need one of these pill capsules. You will just need the top part, trim it down to size, and then clean it out. For the next part, you will need a small sheet of plastic and some beads. Fill the pill capsule with some beads. Apply some hot glue to the piece of plastic and then place that over the top of the pill capsule. Glue the three pieces of foam together to make the bottom of the bubblegum machine. Now that the hot glue is cooled down, I'm just going to trim off the excess piece of plastic. Hot glue all the pieces onto the phone case. Once that is done, then you have your very own mini Gumball machine phone case. And now on to the mini glitter rainbow phone case. With a paintbrush and some glue, I started making diagonal lines across the phone case, adding some glitter, and shaking off any of the excess. I repeated that same process for all the colors of the rainbow. When all the colors are complete, set that aside, let it dry. Once it's dried, then you will want to add another coat of glue over the top to keep the glitter from falling off. And that is how you make a rainbow glitter phone case. The next phone case will be a mini slime phone case. To make the slime, you will need some puffy paint. You can use any color you'd like. I'm going to use pink. Take the puffy paint and just start adding a slime design to the top. Let that dry, and then once it's dry, you have your very own mini slime phone case. And for the last mini phone case will be a Starbucks phone case. With some brown acrylic paint, I just painted on a cup shape. Once the paint has dried, you will need to cut out a Starbucks logo, and then with some Elmer's glue, glue that into the center of the cup. To make the whipped cream, I'm going to use some white puffy paint. When that has dried, then you have your very own mini Starbucks phone case. I hope you guys enjoyed all these mini phone case designs and how to make the hot glue phone cases for mini cell phones. I would love it if you gave this video a thumbs up. Let me know which one was your favorite in the comments. Until next time, I hope you guys all have an amazing day.